So Nines has been arrested and jailed again for dealing with cannabis. Let me break it down for you guys. Let me break it down for you lot, yeah. So Chris Summers, the journalist, the Twitter journalist, he tweeted an hour ago. He basically broke the news. He's tweeted here an hour ago. The award-winning rapper Nine's real name, Courtney Freckleton, today pleaded guilty to 3 offences at the Kingston Crown Court after being arrested at London's Heathrow Airport in November 2023. And I don't know if you guys remember, there was a video circulating around of Nines being arrested and handcuffed in at the airport. Let me show you guys.
Reels are real. Two twin Glocks looking like big worm. They act like these Instagram reels are real. Two twin Glocks.
Crazy, man. Crazy. And I saw a retweet. Let me show you. I saw a retweet from UKL confirming that Nines has been on bail since this incident. So you see, yeah, he's been on bail for it since November 2023. So obviously he's been on bail this whole time. He's not free. He's been on bail whilst I guess the courts have been dealing with this case, and it's obviously come to an end because he's pled guilty. And I'm sure Chris Summers he goes into detail on what Nines has pled guilty to. So um Nines has pled guilty to being concerned in the supply. Nines has Nines has pled guilty to being concerned in the supply of a Class B drug, cannabis, between the 1st of August 2023 and November 2023. And he also admitted to possessing a Class B drug on the 15th of November 2024. He also admitted to failing to comply with a serious crime prevention order. As you can see, he failed to notify a change in his address. Um, and yeah, so it seems like more than one thing that he's been, charged and he's obviously found guilty of because he's pled guilty, even not found. He's pled guilty. There's a difference. Um, and yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. If you look at the crime he's been charged with, right? Let's Google it. Yeah, supply of Class A. Yeah, supply of Class B drugs. Sentencing guidelines. Then we can get a rough idea. Let's have a look if the Wi-Fi works. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Well, I don't. Well, that was not what he was charged with. There was no intent to supply. Hmm. Hold on. Concerned. Well, let's investigate anyway. Class B. Maximum 14. But I doubt he'll get a 14. You know what I'm saying? He already went to jail for. It's only very recently that he was had another case. Let's have a look as well, guys. Um, in 2021, in 2021, Nines was also jailed for importing 20 kilos of weed into the UK from Poland and Spain. You know what I'm saying? That is a sorry ass mugshot as well, I can't lie. But here, look, the musician whose real name is Courtney Freckleton used EncroChat to contact someone to obviously import the body, get me? Huh, man. So only 4 years ago, he was sentenced to almost 3 years in prison. And of course, this what he's pled guilty to, what he's pled guilty to today is also concerned back in 2023. So he was jailed in 2021, came out of jail, I guess 2022. I can't remember when he came out. It's a long time ago. And then 2023, he was back at it, and he's been caught again, man. And how old was he at the time? Let's have a look. 35. Fuck. I can just Google. I can just fucking Google it, man. Fuck off. So at the time he was 31. So this was what, 4 years ago. So he's 35 now, back in jail as a successful, one of the most successful rappers to come out in the last 10 years. Let's break it down quickly. Nines is charting history. One UK top 10 single, seven UK top 40s. He's got a UK number one album. Come on, this is creme de la creme when we're talking UK rap. Champions League level artist. He should not be getting himself in these kind of situations. But at the same time, Nines is from a different era. Nines is not from the Gen Z era where a lot of us now. I'm a Gen Z. I'm 22 years old. Us Gen Z, like we can make money off YouTube, TikTok, social media. There's avenues. You get me. Nines is 35, 36 years old. He's an 80s baby. You get me. If my maths is correct. 1989. Yes. So I think 1989, 90s baby. Whatever. Whatever. Cool. Nines is not from this generation, so of course when he was doing his thing, he really came in the game rich. You know what I'm saying? He had bread from shot and bud, so I guess you can't be too shocked that he's still doing this. And you'd think the music would pay him enough so that he doesn't have to dabble in this. But oh well, man. Oh well. But yeah, so going back to the present case, so you can see he's pled guilty. Pleading guilty is important. If you didn't know, people that are charged with crimes, you're encouraged to plead guilty at the earliest. If you plead guilty at the earliest point possible, and you avoid trial, you get a third taken off your sentence automatically. Let's look. Here we go. Look. So this is the sentencing council, guys. Pleading guilty. If you plead guilty at the outset, your case will not go to trial. If you plead guilty, you will get a reduction in your sentence. You know what I mean? Defendants who plead later will serve longer sentences than those who accept their guilt and plead at this early stage. So that's, of course, why Nines has pled guilty to everything he's been charged with. And of course, he's got solicitors who have obviously advised him, bro, you're better off just pleading guilty. He's already got a third off. And I don't know if they'll go lenient on him because he was already 4 years ago. He was pled guilty to he was found guilty of importing 28 keys, and then less than 2 years later, he was back at it. So yeah, man, I don't know. He might, and he's been remanded. He's following pleading guilty at this hearing. He's been remanded immediately, so he's in jail right now, awaiting sentencing. And then obviously when the sentencing takes place, we'll find out what's gonna go on with him. You know what I mean? We'll find out, man. But wow, how, how does one find himself in this situation repeatedly, man? I don't know. And of course, he's quit music as well. He quit music. He dropped obviously his last album, his last project, "Quit While You're Ahead." Ironic, innit? Ironic. "Quit While You're Ahead." Last year he dropped that. Um, and before there, "Quit While You're Ahead," he dropped Crop Circle 3, Crop Circle 2, and then obviously Crabs in the Bucket is the one that went number one. So he's had a very, very successful run in UK rap. So he's definitely a GOAT. So hopefully, after this little situation, there's no more legal troubles because to be fair to him, even though he dropped that album last year, he was already on bail for what he did in 2023. So, but yeah, man, we'll see. I think he's about 34, 35 years old now. So I don't think you want to be touching jail past 30, so I don't think he wants to be there now. But yeah, man, Nines has been jailed again today and he's awaiting sentencing. Situation's crazy, man, crazy. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Of course, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course, any video suggestions, anything you want me to break down, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna keep up daily uploads. This is gonna be my second upload today, man. So hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Love.